Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Code Cruxes. Today we will solve a very legitimate problem, standard problem of stack series, like it's a standard question of stack, the longest valid parenthesis. It has been asked in Google and it is under our list of must do questions. It is a hard problem according to GFG. So let us read the problem statement. It states that given a string S consisting of opening and closing parentheses, find the length of the longest valid parenthesis substring. And these are the constraint of what is valid according to them. So let me take this input, our S equal to this, right? Okay, suppose our S is this. So we can surely see that the longest valid parenthesis length is this, right? The one that is making the opening and closing of the bracket as balanced. And hence we need to answer in this case equal to 4 and we need to return it, right? So let us solve this problem with the help of stacks. It is a standard stack problem. It is difficult because it is difficult to think that it can be solved by using stack. So first of all, let us see how can we solve it with the help of stack. Suppose initially we take a stack, initialize as stack S. Okay, initialize a stack S, and now what we st. Okay, and now what we will do, we will push an element -1 in it. It is an initial element, like it is a base element. I will tell you why we are pushing -1 in it in a few minutes. Okay, so first of all, what I will do, we know that if we are using stack, we will do the push operation and pop operation, right? These two operations will be done. And what we will do when? So it's common that if we get an index like this, if we get an opening bracket, then what we will do? We will push its index. Okay, basic thing, clear. Then if we have a closing bracket, we definitely need to pop the element. But now we have to think why and how to implement it. This is the biggest problem. The crux don't lie. The first crux also lie in the thinking that it can be solved with stacks. But the second crux is the most important. That is how to use the push and pop operations in order to get our answer. That is 4 in our case. So okay, let us dry run on this S and try to formulate our answer. First of all, our stack will have -1, right? The first element is a closing bracket. So what we can do, we can check if our stack is not empty. If stack is not empty, what we will do, we will pop the element. Okay. Now, since we have popped -1, now our stack becomes empty. Okay. So if we are hitting a closing bracket, and if first of all, if stack is not empty, we are popping elements. If it now becomes empty, what we can do, we can just push the element. Now push the element. Okay, we have pushed the element, and now what we can do, that if our stack is not empty still, if stack is not still empty, then we can just find our answer with its help. How? Let us see. By moving on. Now if we hit up opening a bracket, first of all, it is clear that we will push it in the stack. Okay, this thing is clear. Now we just need to think about this, how we are getting the answer. Okay, so we are simply dry narrowing it in this case. So first of all, I have to push this element, and hence my stack will become, I will actually push its index. Okay, so my stack will have 0, and then when moving forward, I will hit an opening bracket, and hence I'll put in the stack 1, and then I again hit a closing bracket. So what can be my answer? My answer should be 2 in this case, right? How can I get 2? First of all, if I pop this element 1 from it, and then I just simply do index minus st dot top. Am I getting the answer? Am I getting the answer? Yes. Why? Because now my I is equal to 2 and my st dot top is nothing but 0. And hence 2 minus 0 equal to 0, and hence yes, I'm getting the answer. So what I will do, if my stack is not empty, then I will simply mark the answer as max of answer or I minus st dot top. That's it. I think that should work. Let us completely dry run it. Now my stack will have what? My stack will have 0, and then this has been done because we have found an element. Then I'm again moving on to an opening bracket. So this will become an opening bracket, and hence its index is 0, 1, 2, 3, and hence I'll push 3, and then I'm again hitting a closing bracket, and hence its index is 4. And since I will pop this 3 because I am hitting a closing bracket, and hence my st dot top is again 0, and hence my answer will become max of 2, that is our previous answer, minus and 4 minus 0, and hence my answer will update to 4, and this the answer. That's the answer in our case, and so we think that our code is working perfectly fine. Now let us try to code it. Okay, so first of all, what I will do, I will find the length of my string, then I will declare a stack, sorry, the errors in st. Then what I will do, I will push -1 in it because it's a base element. Why am I pushing -1? I'll show you one moment later. Okay, now what I will simply run a loop for int I equal to 0, I less than an I plus plus. If I hit, if si equal to this, an opening bracket, then what I can do, I can push it simply the index in it, pushing the index in the stack, right? If an opening bracket is there. Else what I will do, if not st.empty, first of all we have to check, right? We do not want to go out of bounds and get errors, and so I will check that if st dot is not empty, then what I will do, I simply will do st.pop. Now I am left with another cases, that is, again, if still st dot empty is not true, sorry, if st dot empty is not true, like means the st is not empty still, so what I will do, answer equal to maximum of answer and I minus st dot top, or else what I will do, I will simply push my element index in it. This is pushing because we need some base element in our stack for our next iteration. Okay, and then I think we will return our answer, and I think it should work. I have not declared answer, so let me declare answer once. Okay, I think I have to show you why I am taking -1. Okay, so suppose my array is simply this. Okay, I'm hitting this. Now I cannot, if I do not push -1, my st will be empty, and I will simply no, not this case. Let me take another case in which it is included in like finding the, okay, I think this should work. Okay, so first of all, this is an opening bracket, so I will push 0 in it, and the other one is the closing bracket. So what will my stack contain? My stack will first contain -1 because I pushed it in it, and then I will have 0, right? Because it is an opening bracket. When I hit the closing bracket, what I do, I remain the st dot top, and now my index of this element, the closing bracket, is 1, right? So I push, I do 1 minus the st dot top, that is -1, and hence it is giving me 2. So this, the base element is done as -1 after observing. It is a simple observation that how am I getting my answer. Okay, so I think that's it for the code. Let's try to compile it. You see, it's a very few line code, but it is in hard problem because it is difficult to formulate it using stacks. Thinking about it is difficult. Let's try to submit it. I hope it gets submitted. Test cases are getting processed. Yeah, so it gets submitted. See the less amount of time we are taking because it is just an O of S solution, and the auxiliary space is also of S because of the stack used. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.